Hey guys, we're doing a Whatnot auction tomorrow at 2 p.m. If you don't know what that is, check the link in the description below to get $10. But we've got sealed NES games, Super Nintendo games, Wii U, PS1, all sealed, complete in box, Mario RPG, Castlevania Bloodlines, sealed GameCube, Sonic CD, all sorts of good stuff. This is just a sample and we're gonna do it tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you there. Hey guys, it's Monday morning. Skylar is finishing pulling all 53 orders from the weekend. So about 5,400 in sales. Crazy. Again, 3 weekends in a row of massive sales quantity and quality. You guys already know. If you saw the last video, I mean, if you haven't, check it out. But there was like, I don't even remember how much in sales, but the bottom line, the actual profit is about 25% of the sales numbers. That's usually the numbers that I run in the business. That's what we land on. That's every single expense, including taxes paid. So it's actually more like 1,300 to 1,400 in profit, which is still fantastic for a weekend of sales on eBay, and I'm really happy about it. But there you go.
Last thing.
So yeah, we've had like, since Skylar got here this morning, there's been like 10 more sales that he's been pulling as he's pulling the other orders.
If you're in the Discord, you know, I put something in there when we were at like 35 sales or something, and that was at like 5 o'clock last night. It's the next day, and we're almost at 55.
Yeah, so it's been crazy. We're doing the 100-day challenge in our Discord. We have a lot of things that we're doing daily, including daily listing, end and sell similar, among a couple other things, and people in the Discord are doing it too and seeing results similar to ours. So if you're selling on eBay and you're interested in that, consider joining the Discord. We have a great community and we're having a lot of fun there. But let's go over some shipping tips and some inventory management tips as we pack up some of these orders.
All right, gonna switch to the GoPro here. I pulled everything. One thing, I didn't want to bore you guys with me pulling orders, but one fun thing that you can do is sort on eBay by the custom label SKU, and it'll order everything. So if you have an inventory system, which we highly recommend you do, like if you don't have one, 100% need to, but then everything's just organized. And so you can just go, okay, everything in A1 and pull it all. Yeah. And it's super
just
easy.
Blew my mind with that this morning. I've never done that when pulling orders. If you don't have an inventory system and you're curious, I think we do have a video that's a bit older about ours, but maybe we can make an updated one because it has changed a little bit. It's pretty simple though, just custom label SKU, get shelves, label them. Ours is like E1, E2, E3, and starts from A to F right now. And we've got bins over on the left side. It's great. It's simple. Skylar just pulled these orders in like half an hour, and there were 53 of them. So
yeah, it was pretty easy.
It would have been a lot worse.
If Amazon is doing it, then
it's based on their model. Where it fits is where it gets stored. So there's no method or madness to like games are in this bin or whatever. It's just where it fits, it gets stored, and it works out really well. So 53 orders here. How about we go over some of the higher dollar orders? All right, the top sale was a brand new PS2 console sold for $900. I actually traded this for one of the Xbox One kiosks, which I had $400 into, so it worked out. Conker's Bad Fur Day, beautiful condition. Sold for $420. That was a good one. The Pokemon XD for $225. Both of them just in immaculate shape. This like Atari Jaguar, it's like a rare version of the controller. Sold for $200. I was really surprised by that one. And then one of the, oh yeah, this one. What was this one?
This one sold for $260.
$260 on complete Zelda, decent condition there. And then one of the case knives sold for $203. It's the lady case, so it's a pink lady case knife. Yeah, so it's just rare, uncommon. Not a lot sold is what I would imagine. And it's in one of the green boxes.
This one, if you want to get it out.
Yeah, let's check it out. Really cool. If you haven't seen our case knives video,
well, it might not be out.
Stay tuned. That one will be out on Friday.
Yes, the same day that the one.
One of the best videos we've ever made will come out.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like a fluorescent pink, and I put it on auction. Got $200, and a bunch of other case knives sold. So I guess stay tuned for that video, because it's crazy.
Like a ton of these Sega games sold to one of the same guys,
yeah,
but
that's great.
I just want to go over
a lot of big sales, like 70 on Sunset Riders. This one was like 72. You got Rambo. That was probably a decent one.
That one was like 100 something.
100 something. Shadow Dancer's decent. A lot of good sales. I mean, $5,300 is a lot. Some of them were smaller, like a lot of these card sales. were old card sales, and those were ones I mentioned end and sell similar, something we're doing. So I've been organizing by date, and the oldest items in our store are just, they're crappy. I've learned a lot about eBay from a year ago. And so item details I gotta change, price I gotta change, and a lot of the sports cards were just overpriced because the market was crazy about a year ago. So I've been correcting the price and correcting the item details, and this stuff is just selling like crazy. So I love working the eBay game, we're having fun. Now let's ship some stuff. All right, so I use a lot of boxes in this business. One of the most common ones is an 8x6x4. Doesn't say that anywhere in the box I was trying to show you guys. But these are really good for Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Perfect size box for those guys. And then they can also be really good for like Sega Genesis games or complete in box N64 games. A lot of stuff. So 8x6x4, we store them right there typically.
And these are also, I think these are 963.
Those are 963s, which can be better for like Sega Saturn or Sega CD games that are a little bit longer. They would fit really tight in an 8x6x4. And then one of the other most common boxes we use is the Regional A box. You can get on USPS.com for free. And then a 12x8x6, which will ship quite a lot of just random items, like, you know, this Score football set might go in there. Some like a lot of Sega Genesis games of 4, stuff like that, and then consoles, all sorts of stuff.
Just odd-shaped, larger things.
Yep. And then we use bubble envelopes for shipping the majority of our items first class.
So like this thing right here.
Easy. That thing, the controller, all the case knives, all the cards, you know, that aren't eBay standard envelope, the Apple Watch, these little Funkos, the manuals.
And we don't just do a single one for really expensive stuff. We will do a double to keep it
sometimes
extra safe sometimes.
Wrap an envelope around it and then put that inside of another envelope to give it some extra padding. And we will go ahead and link like the 8x6x4 boxes, the same ones I buy, and then the typical envelopes that I buy as well, and a couple of the other things mentioned. They'll all be in the description, so check that out.
All right, so the first thing I kind of do when I have everything laid out, I organize by username. I can share a little screenshot of what that looks like if needed. But we always search by buyer username because there can be obviously multiple sales all at once. Somebody can buy 3 items and it could be all sorted together. However, just to be extra safe, while you want to do that, we have somebody that bought 3 things all in one cart, but then later they bought something else. And it's itemized completely separate. So they have 4 items, but under 2 big chunks. So if you're doing it by date, that could be a problem.
You wouldn't notice.
Yeah, you wouldn't notice. So this person, he only bought them, you know, 20 minutes apart roughly. But say they came back and bought something the next day, and if you ship by date instead for whatever reason, I don't know. That
well,
could cause problems.
That's what it defaults to.
Oh, it does default.
It defaults to date, so you have to switch it to buyer username in order to notice. So when you ship an item, check the item above and below it, just in case you can save on shipping costs and send the items to the same buyer instead of doing 2 different labels or 3 different labels.
Yeah, and I think there might be another.
Probably some of the case knives are like that.
Yeah, there's another case of that somewhere. I think with some of the Sega.
Pun intended.
Yeah, with this guy, sports cards. So he bought 7 cards right here. But then a day prior, he bought
2 others.
2 others. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, if
instead of 7 and 2, we'll do 9 together because of this. It's a quick little thing, but just remember to do that when shipping.
All right, so the first thing I started with is getting boxes ready for these. These are all the same thing. I know that they're all going to go in 8x6x4 boxes, so I folded a couple up real quick. I'm going to put those in there. Normally this would be clear and we would have all this elsewhere, but for the video purposes, we laid it all out here. So our shipping station is a little crowded. So for efficiency purposes, normally have this area, you know, kind of clear so you can do all of your wrapping and shipping, taping boxes. I just had to tape them up on the floor because, but we actually just made a new channel in the Discord all about efficiency. And people have been putting their tips and how they have all their workspaces set up. So that's another really fun thing that people have been sharing, and it might be of some benefit to you. All right. So I get a little bit of craft paper, and we just nicely tuck it in so that doesn't move around too much in each box. And since these are the same thing, it's just a quantity listing, I don't have to worry about keeping track as to who they're going for, or who they're going to, because I know once I tape all these up, it's 4 of the same item. Yay! And then one thing I think I've seen comments on in the past is, why do you tape down the middle and this way? Isn't that overkill, or isn't that wasting material? I would disagree, because I have seen the way that both Amazon packages have been handled in the past, as well as how your packages are handled even with eBay. So I always like doing it just because it's another extra step, small step that you can take just to make sure that everything gets there in one piece. And then what I'll do from there is I'll just scroll and find who bought these, print off their labels. Alternatively, you can also just, sort by price if it's a similar price item, or you can sort by the name if you really want to find it that quick, but I'm just going to scroll down. And then when it comes to putting in information, it's super easy, because all you have are the same item with the same amount of craft paper, the item, the box, it's all the same. So you just need to measure if needed, or weigh once. And then I actually have a label printer over here by my station, so Chase and I each can kind of divide and conquer when it comes to shipping. And usually when we divide and conquer, we don't always have a conquer's bad fur day. Bad joke, bad joke.
We can do this time.
So one thing we go through a lot of is bubble wrap. And Chase, where do you order bubble wrap from?
eBay.
eBay, perfect. How much is it for a giant spool? That's used.
It's like I think it's like $35 for 2.
Okay, and that lasts us a long time.
That's the best deal I found. We'll link that below too. So on expensive games, we definitely like to box them up as much as possible. $420 is a big sale. It's got the retro protection case, so retroprotection.com if you need these cases for your collection or otherwise. And then we're generous with the amount of bubble wrap we use.
Wow. You're watching a pro work, ladies and gentlemen.
This bubble wrap arm thing is like really awesome, but I don't have an exact link to it, so if somebody has this, the double arm, if you got a good link to it, let me know.
Yeah, contact Brother Dave.
I got this locally.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Oh, but Brother Dave.
Brother Dave put it up. Yeah, and it was a doozy, but we got it figured out. So, on games above $100, like boxed, I usually do priority mail for shipping, so buyer has selected priority mail. And the regional A box, we've already checked, is going to be $8.33 to ship, so that's this. It's like perfect size for this kind of stuff. So we have like 100 of these on hand, because we probably use 20 of them a week. So pretty nice to have on hand. Just make sure that it's 15 pounds or less, because that's the max for regional boxes.
Nice and snug. Little craft paper on top too, huh?
Yeah.
Might as well. I'm not going to fit 15 pounds of craft paper in there, so.
They literally left a note to pack it with great care, so.
That's what we do anyway, baby.
We do it anyways.
This might seem like a small thing, but why do we use eBay tape versus clear tape? Is there any reason?
Well, I mean, it's pretty nice, and for eBay orders you might as well, because if you have a store, you can use your quarterly coupon. It's like 50 bucks a quarter, and I usually get tape because we always use it.
It looks more presentable, maybe?
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, it's nice that you know you're getting an eBay item, but if it wasn't free, I wouldn't do it.
This is just another little thing. So a while back, we got a bunch of the same game, like a ton of them. And one of the things that I did to prevent us, having to put one box of each in like A2, A3, A4, A5, etc. We could put them all in one box, but have like a secondary SKU with the box number on it. So I bagged them all up, and all of these were in like F5. And to differentiate each box, because the condition varied so much, each one is a separate listing, not a quantity. Put a little sticker that says, box 1, box 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all after the F5 bin SKU. And then this might be a little bit of a time saver. It's something that you do on the front end, but if you have like a lot of items that can fit into a box that you know you're gonna ship them in, then put them in that while you, but before you put it into your inventory. Like I just found these all in this box, so I'm essentially just gonna add packing and then use this box again. And yeah. And something else that we did, it's kind of falling apart right now. We have one of these just on the side of the table so you can get quick measurements. I'm not gonna be able to do it with one hand, but I can already see that this side is 10 inches, so the other one's probably 6. Let's see. Oh, 7, my mistake, and then this one's probably 4 or 5, so. Another little thing, just keeping everything in one area so you have to move the least amount possible is gonna help you. And then random little tidbit, but this is the Pro controller. We actually had a regular one sell. There are some differences. This one has got little trigger buttons. Nice, it has ZYX, and it just looks a bit different. There's like ridges here instead of up here. Yeah, but that's the difference between, let's see, a $20 controller and a $200 controller. Still got all this to ship, but we gonna eat.
Lunchtime.
All right, almost done packing up everything. Here's a quick example. Hold on, I'm flipping over a package. Here's a quick example of why these boxes come in handy. So this thing, 3 pounds, and it'll be $13 if we ship it in a regular box, priority mail. And yeah, so regional A, it's $11. Easy. All right, now we are shipping the sealed PS2, $900, so we're gonna package it up right. I got a medium box here. It is 1914-17. We'll use these for large items on eBay if we don't have any boxes, or we'll use them for Amazon stuff. So we're gonna give this a super hefty wrapping of bubble wrap, probably a bunch of craft paper, and we'll get it sent out. So in case you're wondering who ships faster, me or Chase, I don't know. Chase has got that. How many items?
I don't know, a lot more than you.
Oh, shut up.
I did all small ones.
And we did all this big stuff over here. So got quite a bit, and I think there might be more.
Last tidbit. Before we did any shipping, we got all of our everything listing-wise on eBay and Amazon done. So in order to have weekends and sales like this, we've had to change our schedules around. So my first task is list on eBay, second task is list on Amazon for 1 hour and 2 hours. And that's changed the game this year already. So I actually shared my exact schedule that I use for business and personal in the Discord, because it's a goal of mine for 2022 to make it and stick to it, and I'm doing it, and it is very effective.
Yeah.
So, Skylar, I think, is yours finalized yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, so Skylar's going to finalize his too, but he was also working on essentials, on getting drafts done and other things. Before we did any shipping, we started shipping at 10 o'clock. So that's been really helpful for us. It might be helpful for you. So consider trying it.
So let me know what you thought of this video in the comments. I want to hear from you. If you got something from this, give it a like, whatever you feel this video deserves. We appreciate it. Most importantly, if there are videos that you want to see in the future on this channel, whether it's related to eBay shipping, Amazon shipping, back-end stuff, short how-tos, anything you want to see, comment your ideas below. And if you see an idea that you like, make sure you like it so it gets shot up to the top, and we might take some of those ideas and make them into some short videos here soon. We appreciate you. Thank you, Catrp crew. Bart'll do.